Listen, if you're in love, right, I hope that stuff I say in this poem is something that you have in that love of yours. And if you're looking for love, I hope that these are the things that you look for. You're not taking verbatim, you just pick and pluck whatever you like from the poem that applies to you. But I will tell you, it took me 4 years to write this poem. I started writing it when I first met my wife. Obviously, she wasn't my wife when I met her, right? But when we first met, and then we started calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend, I started writing the poem. And then I finished it the day before our wedding, and then I read it to her on our wedding day. Yeah? I know, yeah, when I was writing it, I was like, oh, yeah, it's the same thing, don't worry. So I wrote it to her, and excuse my language for a minute, and the reason why I wrote it for her was because before her, I could never be in a relationship. And it wasn't because I was a player and nothing like that, or promiscuous. It's just that I didn't know how to be in a relationship, right? I was always messing things up. And in being with her in those 4 years, I learned that any woman who calls you out on her bullshit is the woman that you never let go of, right? And what do I mean by that? It's the kind of woman who will love you for who you are, but will still tell you what the hell is wrong with you at the same time, right? Like me and her, for exactly, like me and my wife, right? We'll go to the mall, we'll go shopping, right? My wife, very simple. You know, she goes to the mall, like she'll buy something and she's done. Me, like I love to shop, so I'll be there for like 4 hours, right? And then I'll probably come back at the end, I'm like, yo, I'm so buying this shirt, and she'll be like, well, how much is it? And I'm like, $150. And then she'll be like, $150 for a shirt? And I'm like, yeah, let's feel the fabric, right? And then she'll be looking at me like, all right, I'll tell you what, you can buy the shirt if you want, but you should know that I already think you're handsome without it. So I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? Like that kind of woman, right? Always calls me out, whatever. So I wrote it for her, and yeah, hope you like it. The things I learned from Jessica about love. Wash your dishes. Make every date feel like the first. Make every kiss feel like the last. Never stare at other women. If you feel you must, make sure you're wearing dark sunglasses. Never ever compare her to your ex. If you feel you must, make sure the couch is comfortable enough to sleep on. Never badmouth her friends. If she badmouths her friends, take her side. If she badmouths your friends, she's probably right. Never host poker night at your house if she has work early the next morning and in the morning, when her hair is more tangled in the Miami Dolphins offense, and her breath smells like the kitchen when your grandmother cooks fish. Understand she won't always look pretty, but thank God she has always been and always will be beautiful. Be genuine, be truthful. You can't be honest with her until you first become honest with yourself. Treat your dog like it was your child. She's watching to see how you fare as a parent. Be respectful of her parents. Love her family as your own. Learn that love isn't a straight line from you to her, but rather a circle that encompasses her and all those closest to her heart. Compliment her always. Expensive gifts are never as valuable as the amount of attention you give. Embrace her always. Let your arms be the cradle that catches her when she falls. Let your shoulder be the blanket that catches her tears. Learn which battles are worth fighting and which ones you just have to let slide. Put your own stubbornness aside. Hurtful words never solve an argument, but kind words can heal all wounds. No matter the argument, she always wins. Her emotions will always supersede your need to make sense. Accept the fact that more often than not, she will fall asleep during any movie that you pick out. Accept the fact that more often than not, she will make you watch the movies she likes, and you must take it upon yourself to make sure you stay awake. I can say with great confidence, Sweet Home Alabama was not that bad. Accept that you will always have your differences. Differences in opinion, differences in point of view, differences in the way you each handle situations. Differences are what make us unique. Men are from Mars, women are aliens. Learn to listen. Most times she's not looking for advice. Most times she just wants to vent. Give advice only when she asks, and when you give it, don't be preachy or patronizing. You are not her father, you are not her priest. Pray together. Nothing will bring you closer together than God. Not having God at the center of your lives is like putting a seesaw on the floor without a rock in the middle to balance both sides. And God can lead you through your ups and through your downs, but as long as you stay on board, it'll be a much more interesting ride. Cook when she's too tired. You don't have to be an extraordinary chef. She will always be grateful for spam and rice. Eat everything she cooks. Be careful of being too critical. Be careful of comparing her dish to how your mother used to make it. Look past her flaws. No one was made to be perfect. perfect, not even you. Ask permission before spending money. Ask permission before going out. Ask permission before getting tattooed. Asking permission is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of respect. Respect is fragile, so is trust. Be careful of breaking either one. Do all you can to keep them intact. Don't make a promise you don't intend to keep, but if you feel you've dug a hole that's a bit too deep, tell her quickly and humbly ask for forgiveness. Let go of past mistakes. Let go of past heartaches. Let go of past arguments. The past is something you should both learn from. It is not something that should be brought up just to prove a point. Love her with every breath. Inhale her presence into your lungs. Exhale your gratitude in the form of love poems. Let it roll off your tongue. Let it shout from your throat. Pronounce your significance in your life to all those that have lost all hope. Be the example. Be the pillar. Standing tall in a broken world of promiscuity and unpaid bills. In a broken world of divorce papers and child custody. In a broken world that has become oblivious to the one simple rule, love her. With every heartbeat. Let your veins pump life into every inch of your soul. That you may love her with nothing less than everything. Let your veins pump until she hears the beat of your music. Let the choir sing your song. Let the angels play your heart. Let your love be the light that takes you through the dark. And when all else fails, love her deeper. And always, always wash the dishes. Alright, so we're going to do something fun, alright? This poem I can only do maybe for the next 3 or 4 years. And the reason why I say that is because every year I come back to do colleges, right? I realize that I'm the same, like I grow up 1 year older, but the audience is still the same age, right? But so far, it seems like we're still old enough we're old enough to still remember stuff from what I'm about to talk about. How many of y'all remember growing up in the 90s? I can't see you, y'all. How many of y'all like love the 90s? Like you think like the 90s was like one of the best eras ever as far as so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do this poem. Now, in the process of doing this poem, if you hear something that you remember growing up, then I want you to be the one to scream louder than anybody, right? Because I don't want to feel old up here if you don't scream, right? If nobody screams, like, man, nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about, right? So if you know what I'm talking about, I want you to scream louder than everyone, okay? Now, in the event that you don't scream, then that tells me that you don't know what I'm saying. In a situation like that, I will stop in the middle of the poem, and I'll give you the background history of where that part of the poem came from. It's going to be like History Channel up here, okay? That's how we're going to do it, yeah? Okay, so here you go. So I want to love you like the 90s. I want to love you like gazelles and cross-color overalls. I want to love you like a new pair of Filas and K-Swiss kicks. I want to love you like Junior Dance 1996, where you and I can rock the same outfit, airbrush t-shirt and oversized flannel. With the Aquanet hair, the phantom of your forehead, me with a Gumby flat top that leans to the side. Next to a plastic pillar with a castle in the background. I want to love you like the 90s. I want to love you like Jordache backpacks and Trapper keepers. I want to love your beeper, Motorola Bravo, with a case with a chain on it. And when it goes off, you'll know it's me because I'm the only one that beats you 1, 4, 3. Love. So you know. Nice, okay. Back before cell phones and text messaging, we used to beat people, right? And if you beat somebody 143, that means I love you because it was 1 letter I, 4 letters in love, and 3 letters in you. Get it? Yeah, all snap. You're gonna change your Twitter names now. See, love never needed text messages and cell phones because we both know it ain't love till I'm throwing rocks at your bedroom window. Hoping your father doesn't pick up because you know you're not supposed to come out. But we got a system called it hang up after the second ring. And we never had to worry about the battery dying because our phone had a 30-foot cord that we from the kitchen into your bedroom. But we're talking to the night saying things like, you hang up first. Now you and we both agree to stay on the phone and we both fall asleep. I'm going to love you like the 90s. Back when we made book covers out of paper bags. The ones we used to fold with a